Hey everybody, what's up? I'm DJ Sixsmith. Welcome to Sit Down. Paramount Plus is here. We got all the SpongeBob content in the world. We got the new SpongeBob movie. We got Kamp Koral, Tom Kenney, Bill Fagerbakke. Guys, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for talking
DJ,
to us.
I want your shirt. I want that shirt.
I mean, I feel like I had to pull this one out just for the.
Yeah.
It's the perfect road trip shirt. Perfect
Yes.
for Sponge on the Run.
Absolutely. So why don't we talk about Sponge on the Run? Listen, Tom, you've been doing this thing for a long time. There have been all these different iterations, but what does it mean to have this movie premiering on Paramount Plus and just to have another chapter of SpongeBob here?
Wow. First of all, Scrabble triple word score for using the word iterations. But that's like this SpongeBob iterations starts Friday. It's incredible. It's to be a character and be on a show and that lasts for a long time and is still fun. You get to work with great actors. It's really I couldn't if I was if a genie showed up and gave me a wish of the best gig in the world, this would be it.
Bill, what's the craziest thing for you when you think about the whole journey here being Patrick?
Oh my. Well, one of the core things for me, aside from it being such a marvelous job with wonderful people, is my children were 5 and 7 when it debuted. And I got to see the show through their eyes and through the eyes of their friends. And it really added a whole nother layer to parenting, which continues to delight me to this day. I mean, they're in their late 20s now, and they'll make a new friend, and boom, it's only a matter of time before, Dad, can you do a little,
Yeah. Yeah,
But
and that was a trip. We had a drive-in premiere last Friday of the film in a drive-in movie theater. Everybody's in their cars, and just seeing Bill's 2 daughters there, in different cars with their significant others. It's just like I remember when they were those little kids at the premiere party, in 1999 or whatever, and SpongeBob's kind of been a constant in our lives for so long and our families' lives, and he seems to in the show. I mean, seems to fill that function. In a lot of people's lives, like, oh, my family watched it. Oh, I used to watch it with my grandfather. Whatever. You just hear there's a million different permutations of that and iterations of that, to use your word. And it was it's just a kind of a winning lottery scratcher that you could never. You never have the hubris to ask for.
Yeah, it's just an iconic show for so many different reasons. And
Yeah.
it's generations, right? Like that's the cool thing, whether it's like, people who are in their 20s or they could be parents who watch it with their kids, right? And, Tom, for you, when you think about like when it first got going, like when did you realize this was gaining steam? When did you realize this wasn't just going to be the run-of-the-mill show?
It went in waves. Like when the pilot, the 7-minute pilot short was first done, and Nickelodeon gave me a VHS tape of it. I was like, can I get that on VHS and I can show it to my family? And my immediate family, my parents and my siblings were like, wow, this is really funny. I love it. And I was like, wow, this is. And then the show, the pilot showed, and it took it a little while to gain steam, But then when I started seeing merchandise, like wow, you started to see the occasional backpack or something, or when you go to a toy store, remember those? You'd go to a toy store shopping for a kid's birthday party or something, and you go, wow, there's more and more SpongeBob stuff. I think this thing's taking off, and it's kind of like continued like that for a quarter century, where you're just amazed that there's just new wrinkles to be had, and SpongeBob keeps going into literally new areas, like new countries that are just getting SpongeBob that never had it before. They're just getting it now, and crazy, it's always the on ramp. Today is always somebody's on ramp onto the SpongeBob highway. It's crazy.
One of the things that really struck me early on that I'd never heard before was parents saying, you know what, I really appreciate having something I enjoy watching with my kid. And from a heartfelt kind of point of view, and being a parent, I got it, and I understood that. And that struck me.
Yeah. Parents would go, yeah, they go, I want to talk to you about that show you're on. You go, uh-oh, they hate it. And they go, I want to thank you for saving me from Barney the dinosaur. And you'd be like, wow, great. You're welcome, I guess.
That's really
I
awesome,
love you. You love me.
Yeah, there's a little bit more going on here. Tom,
It was it's just that's incredible. And now we talk to people all the time. In fact, we were talking to somebody early today that will tell you, you know, that they're empty nesters. You know, their kids are long gone, and they'll still channel surf and hang out with SpongeBob, you know, alone.
It's always a good time, right?
It's great. Yeah, always a good time.
Tom, what does it mean to you that you've had this runway to develop the character? Because it feels like, especially playing SpongeBob, like people kind of gravitate to SpongeBob first, and they go to Patrick and everybody
They
else.
do,
So,
you know, like
how
I
does
think
that go for you?
Well, SpongeBob's easy, you know, he's easy to gravitate to because it's just positivity and good vibes and, you know, trying your best and picking yourself up and dusting yourself off and getting back in the game. And I think that's really attractive to, you know, people like that about the character, and you know, friendly and nice to his friends. And then you're right. Then Patrick, the relationship of SpongeBob and Patrick himself just, you know, is another layer of just, you know, people just find the characters funny and fun to hang out with for a little bit. And, you know, and then we always say as you get older, as you go into your life, you sort of life kind of moves you into getting in touch with your inner Squidward a little more, and you start to appreciate him. And yeah, so there's something for all phases of the life, the evolutionary life chain.
Yeah, Bill, how do you see that with Patrick? What's it like to see the fans, you know, over the years in terms of their relationship with the character?
Well, man, Patrick is just so goofy that, you know, I think kids really take to him and just love the idea of Patrick as a friend, you know, and that's the way I approach it when I'm recording it. Is I just think of, okay, boom, when I was 8 years old, what would be the best friend I could possibly have? And that's Patrick. That's the way I kind of, I don't know, that's my little connection to Patrick myself. So I think kids really like to laugh at Patrick, you know, and it's all set up by SpongeBob. You know, it's Tom will go through all this. Like Tom will have to have this major output of material, and Patrick just gets to go "Bada bida," you know, and it's hilarious because of what Tom just did. You know?
No, nobody gives better bada bida than Bill does. But I gotta say, you know, but Patrick has shades, a lot of layers. You know, like he's super supportive of SpongeBob too, and he's, you know, sometimes he's not so smart, and then sometimes he has these, you know, interludes, these flashes where he kind of really gets it and says brilliant things for a second, and then it's gone, and you know, knows things that he shouldn't know, and like all like kind of the very definition of savant really is Patrick, and also Patrick is total id too, like he's really friendly and cuddly, but sometimes he turns into the Hulk, you know, he's like, he gets strong and gets mad, you know, pure id, and you know, Patrick has really got a lot going on as a character, I think, and Bill brings it all to the table.
Well, Tom, Bill, thank you for all the laughs all these years. Congrats and everything.
Thank
and
you.
Best luck to everything going forward, all right?
Nice to see you.
DJ. And thanks for that book behind you. I'm gonna hunt that down.
Yeah, check that one out, and I'll check the one out that you told me about.